Matapos masungkit ng Gilas Pilipinas ang gintong medalya sa kakatapos lang na Asian Games doon sa Hangzhou, China, ay mas lalong tumunog ngayon ang pangalan ni Coach Tim Con na maging head coach ng ating Gilas Pilipinas. Sa katunayan ay siya ngayon ang top candidate na maging head coach ng ating national team. Well, noong nakaraan ay nagkita nga sina Coach Tim Con at SBP President upang pag-usapan ang bakanting posisyon sa Gilas Pilipinas. Pero ayon kay Coach Tim Con na nag-usap sila ni Al Pandilio pero hindi nila napag-usapan ang posisyon bilang head coach ng ating Gilas Pilipinas. Nilinaw pa nga ni Coach Tim Con na as of now hindi pa niya masasabi ang naturang posisyon dahil sa ngayon ay nakafocus umano siya bilang head coach ng Barangay Ginebra. Nilinaw pa nga nito na kaya niya tinanggap ang pag-handle sa Gilas Pilipinas noong Asian Games ay upang mabigyan ng panahon ng SBP na maayos ang problema para sa ating national team matapos mag-step down ni Coach Chot Reyes bilang head coach ng ating Gilas Pilipinas. As of now, tanging si Coach Tim Con pa lamang ang natipuhan ng SBP na humawak sa ating national team. Magsisimula ang first window ng FIBA ngayong February at sa July naman ang Olympic qualifying tournament. Inihayag naman ni Coach Tim Con na moving forward ngayon ang Barangay Ginebra kahit wala sa kanila ngayon si Justin Brownlee. Susubukan nilang madepensahan ang kanilang pagiging kampyonado sa pangunguna ni Tony Bishop na replacement ni Justin Brownlee. Confident naman si Coach Tim Con na madala nito ang Barangay Ginebra sa kampyonado habang wala pa si Justin Brownlee. Matapos kasi itong mag-positive sa pinagbabawal na substance, nagalit din si Coach Tim Con sa nangyaring kumparahan kina Brownlee at Bishop. Ayon sa kanya na hindi dapat ikumpara si JB kay Bishop dahil si Brownlee ang tinaguriang greatest import ngayon sa PBA. Nilinaw pa nga ni Coach Tim Con na kung bakit si Bishop ang kanyang napili ay sinabi nito na nakita umano niya ang potensyal ni Bishop na madala niya ang Ginebra bilang top team ngayon sa Commissioner's Cup. Matatandaan ay dati nagkaharap sina Brownlee at Bishop sa PBA Commissioner's Cup Finals last season. Ayon kay Coach Tim Con na alam na nito ang kalidad ni Bishop para madala ang Barangay Ginebra sa kampyonado.
I've really been kind of incommunicado. I went to visit my sisters in the U.S. and I was in Wyoming where there's very little. We're in the mountains, 9,000 feet above sea level. That's where my sister lives. And there's not much internet there. They try to disconnect from the world, so that's why they go there and live there. But so I wasn't there. I was there, and then when I got back to Manila, I tested positive for COVID when I landed. So I had COVID for about 6 or 7 days, and I was in isolation. So I finally got back to the team and started coaching with Ginebra on Monday. So that was my first time, and then. So it's only been 1 week since I've been back with Ginebra. So, like I said, then people were asking me for interviews during that time. I kept saying I'm under protocols, without saying the word COVID. But I had COVID, so now I'm good. Anybody can kiss me now if you want, so without fear of infection. But you're gonna get tired holding that up like that. You got big arms. Well, fire away. Anybody want to ask anything, or you want to just talk, or what? You know me, I can talk forever.
What's any update on Justin? Update on Justin and his sanction?
Oh, I have. That's the one information I don't have anything on. I haven't spoken to him. We were hoping he was going to come in a couple days ago or yesterday, but something happened with his flight. Something happened personally. I'm not sure what it was, but he didn't make the flight, and but we're still waiting to hear from what I'm not involved in that process of talking to the SBP and talking to obviously FIBA or WADA or whoever we have to talk to. That's not part of my my role. So I really don't know what's going on. I was informed that we were going to get some kind of ruling this last week, and nothing came down. So I'm not sure where it's going to go from at this point. My role has been, I've got to, keep working with Ginebra and doing the best I can for them. I feel terrible for Justin, and I feel terrible that we're not being able to bring him back to this conference so he can defend his championship. And I feel terrible for the players because they absolutely love Justin. But bottom line is, at this point, we have to move forward from that. And I was tasked we're looking for another import. Once we heard this might happen, and one of the first guys we thought of was Tony Bishop, only because we knew Tony from our series that we had against him in the finals. When you play a championship series against another team, you really get to know about that team. You get to know about those players. You know their strengths. You know their weaknesses. You even get to see how they interact with their teammates, and how well they adjust, and to the coaches and everything. And everything we saw in Tony Bishop was positive to us, and so he seemed a real logical choice for us to bring in because of his versatility and his ability to work with teammates and be a good teammate. He's very unselfish, and he does a lot of the dirty work, and those are the imports that we kind of pride ourselves in. He's not Justin. Nobody's going to be Justin. I hate to, people make the comparisons, and in some way I think it's kind of a little bit fair in terms of perspective, but a lot of people compare Justin to Michael Jordan in terms of our league and the things he does and the things he's accomplished with us. And so, it's like in the NBA, you can't compare anybody to Michael Jordan. Anytime you try to compare him to Michael Jordan, it's an unfair comparison because he's the greatest of all time. And I think at this point, Justin can almost, justify that label of greatest of all time import. So it'd be unfair to measure anybody up to Justin. Everybody's going to fall short. So I think that's the thing that we're grasping as a team. The guys at Ginebra, they're understanding that, we're going to find the strengths and use the strengths of Tony as the best we can, and that's what we have in front of us. We're not going to lose a game and turn around and say, if we only had Justin, or he misses a shot, and we don't want to say, Justin would have made that shot. That's not fair. And